Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading video. We will be picking from the Cosmic Dancer Oracle deck. What I want for you to do is think of a question that you have in mind, anything that's pressing in your life, and you can go ahead and ask that question to yourself, think of a question, and then you'll choose from one of the cards here. There is only one card for each group, and of course we have group 1A, group 2B, and group 3C. And of course, as always, if you do need more time to pick the card and trust your intuition and see which one you're most drawn to, you can do that now. If you are not drawn to any of the cards, this may not be the pick a card reading video for you, and that is okay. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty available now on my channel if you want. But yeah, you can pause the video if you need more time. Other than that, let's get right into it. Hello, Group 1A, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. Wait, did I say that right? Pick a card. Your part of the pick a card reading video. Anyway, you chose card number 3, which is Honor the Process. In the guidebook, it states, whatever your inquiry, you will benefit from releasing attachment to the outcome and letting go of the need to impress anyone. Instead, dissolve into the experience of the now. Sacred dance is always about the present moment, which transcends any concept related to the end result or final product. After all, the present moment is the only moment there is. Past and future are only ideas in your mind. So what is the rush? If you look deeply, you will see that the best part of the journey is always happening right now, for there is no other time for it to happen. When you look back at this era in your life after a decade has passed, it will be easy to see that not a second went by that didn't glow with mystery and magic, even the most mundane everyday tasks and chores. So don't miss the preciousness that surrounds and fills you even now. Open your eyes to it, embrace it, and revel in it. When you choose to bring something to life, such as an artistic performance or project, each aspect and each step along the way can be fascinating, fun, and fulfilling. Whether you're setting your intention, articulating your vision, finding collaborators and creative partners, assembling costumes, practicing, or publicizing, see each activity as a fully realized part of the whole, perfect and complete unto itself. Your impulse to create and initiate is like a compass leading you toward your heart's desire. When you undertake this journey, perfectionism can serve as an obstacle, as it will keep you from experiencing the expansion and evolution that your soul so clearly craves. No one learns or grows without mistakes, missteps, and failures, so when you set the standard at perfection, you bar your way forward and miss all the fun. Let your heart lead you on a journey and let go of any intimidating standards you may have set for yourself in the past. Joyfully anticipate the destination while going with the flow and fully inhabiting every portion of the process. Remember that your journey is unique to you. Don't let anyone else define what your process should look like. Embrace your own pace and allow yourself to blossom in your own way. Bring this wisdom into embodiment by playing the music you love and walking slowly and luxuriously from one side of a room to the other. Let your hips sway, feel the air on your skin, breathe deeply, and soak in the unique magic of each step. If you feel so inspired, stop at any point and do a yoga pose, a stretch, or a pirouette. Take your time and dance your way to the finish line. There's no need to sprint or rush. After all, you'll want to enjoy every twirl, leap, and shimmy along the way. I feel that many of you who have chosen this are wanting something to happen and for there to be a specific outcome. Especially a lot of you are wanting things to happen at a quick pace, or you want a lot of reassurance that what you want to happen will happen. I feel that for most of you, if you have a realistic goal, dream, or vision in mind, that it will happen. For those of you who have any goals, dreams, or visions that are very unrealistic and pretty much impossible or highly, highly unlikely, of course it's unlikely to happen, and so make sure you're not falling on a crutch of something that you wish to happen but you know won't, because then you're just chasing after something that will leave you feeling sad when it does not happen. But again, if it's realistic, like say if you're like 5 years from now, I want to be able to live in this specific state. And let's say you have the means to do that, and you know if you work hard, maybe you have to pick up a part-time job or work overtime. Stuff like that, where if you have goals, make sure, here, I'll say this. It's actually really good right now to have goals that are more long-term and further out. So things that will have an impact on your life for a long period of time and that aren't going to happen tomorrow. That's a lot of what this card is about. Some of you maybe don't relate to that as much. Maybe something you're expecting something to happen in like a week. But with this, again, the key phrase is honor the process. That's what the card is all about. So if things take more time, don't worry, don't stress about it, don't be anxious. Just trust the process. And it will all be okay. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to, this card is an indication from Spirit that things will turn out the way they need to, even if it's not the way that you hope and wish for it to. So I hope that you enjoyed this Pick a Card reading, Group 1A. Take care. Hello, Group 2B, and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. So, just an FYI, my cat just came over here and he's purring, so if you hear purring in the background, that is definitely my cat. But your card that you chose is card number 1, and that is Clear the Vessel. In the guidebook, it states, "You are a conduit of universal wisdom and truth, a living bridge between the realms of seen and unseen, known and unknown, human and divine. You have been called to be an emissary of love and a torchbearer of truth. You have the natural ability to transmit high vibratory energy that brings healing and wholeness to the world. To best serve in this holy mission, you must keep your channel clear and your vessel clean. To do so, regularly purify your energy by releasing and clearing all forms of toxins, physical, emotional, and spiritual. When you release everything that clogs or clutters your mind, body, spirit, and environment, you will become like a fountain of light through which divine brilliance and awakened truth will ceaselessly and abundantly flow. Take a moment to assess your self-care practices. Ensure that you are creating space for the highest and purest possible vibrations. Your physical body is a channel for your spirit. Care for it meticulously by eating wholesome foods, drinking plenty of water, exercising, and getting a good night's sleep. Attend to your more subtle bodies, spiritual and emotional, through daily meditation and spending regular time in nature. Follow your intuition to discern when the time is right for additional purification practices such as salt baths, energy healing, yoga, deep breathing exercises, and dry skin brushing. Above all, purify your mind. Toxic thoughts, limiting beliefs, and other negative mental patterns prohibit and delay your true purpose and ideal expression. Take a moment now to honestly assess the stories you are telling yourself about who you are, what you deserve, and how you should or shouldn't be. Question negative thoughts and stories that don't serve you, and then design new ones that empower you instead of tear you down. Notice how you speak to yourself. Do you judge yourself frequently or say unkind things to or about yourself? These are simply habits, and you have the ability and authority to release these now. First, set a clear intention to do so. Then shift your inner monologue whenever you notice it has veered toward harshness and self-criticism. You are the thinker of your thoughts, so choose to think ones that nourish your soul. Instantly enliven, yes. Cleanse and balance your energy field with this purifying movement. Stand with your feet a little further than shoulder width apart, toes pointing out at 45 degrees. Bend your knees softly and hold your upper arms parallel to the floor with your forearms bent upward or perpendicular to the floor. Touch your index and thumb tips together, fingers pointing inward. Begin breath of fire. Breathe in and out quickly, only through your nose, all the way down to your diaphragm as if you are panting like a dog. Continue this rhythmic breathing pattern as you begin rotating your entire torso, arms and head moving left and right at a steady, rapid pace. Continue for 1 to 2 minutes. Commit to caring for yourself. Develop the habit of regularly cleansing yourself of negative and stuck energies. Then ask the universe to support you in firmly establishing these new self-loving patterns. This will bring significant benefits to the situation at hand in all aspects of your life. Intuitively, there are a lot of messages coming through for this stack for this group. Some of you, if you're feeling stuck, it could be an energy thing. Some of you maybe aren't moving around as much, aren't as active in your community or in your friend group as much. And so to get unstuck, the best thing you have to do is just to put yourself out there and do the hard things, sometimes. And physically, that includes physically too. Some of you maybe are lacking in the movement department, exercise, or getting enough sleep especially, or diet. Maybe you've been feeling weighed down, and that could be like literally, eating not great food. And so this is just spirit saying you'll get more inspired, or you'll feel more motivated when you treat yourself and you treat your body better. And this also includes treating your mind better. So some of you, it talked about it in the guidebook. It talked about basically negative self-talk. So there are different ways to practice gratitude. There are different ways to, how do I say, like positive affirmations. There are different ways to try to be nicer to yourself and talk nicer to yourself. But for clearing the vessel, since that is the key phrase here, I think some of you have some deep-rooted issues that need to come to light before you can properly understand what you need to take care of yourself properly. If there's something that happened in childhood, or there's something that happened a week ago, if there's something that really is bothering you on a deep level, you may not even understand how much of an impact it has on you. And so spirit will want for you to address this, release it, and then find the steps to replace that negative energy that was taking up space within you, replacing it with positive white light energy, or whatever energy feels most comfortable or rewarding or light for you. Those are the main things. I'm trying to think. Let me look at what it said in the guidebook again. I mean, it's mainly just about taking care of yourself. And so any way you can detox, a lot of people struggle with getting enough sleep. But I think a lot of this has to do with some of the other things that I had said. So any of the deep-rooted traumas, fears, anxieties, and maybe they've been there. I think for a lot of people, they've been there for a while. But again, it could even be something like a day ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. If some of you who pulled this might be thinking about starting a new relationship, and if that is the case, I think there's still some connections to a past relationship, unless you've never been in a relationship. Then you could still have ties to previous crushes you've had. Or you could still be stuck in a mindset of not feeling like you are worthy enough. I think a lot of people who chose this card may struggle with self-worth, self-esteem issues. And so that is something that I suggest you address head on. And then, again, going from there, finding the root cause of issues, and then replacing those negative habits, those negative thoughts, those worries, whatever they are, with positive self-care habits, and positive thinking, positive affirmations, all of that. I hope you enjoyed this reading for yourself. 2B, thank you for listening, and take care. Hello, Group 3C, and welcome to your part of the Pick a Card reading video. You chose card 27, which is Adorn the Temple. In the guidebook, it states, your body is a living, breathing temple. Today, acknowledge and celebrate the divine presence that dwells within you by engaging in the sacred art of adornment. Beauty is both an aspect of and a pathway to the divine. This card encourages you to call forth and magnify this divine beauty through the subtle arrangement of texture, color, form, shape, and sparkle in relation to your dress, decoration, and self-care. Just as a temple is regularly enhanced with flowers, candles, incense, and other such high vibratory expressions, treat your body as a sacred place too. Adorn it with the same degree of loving attention through intentional ornamentation. In literal truth, your body is a temple. After all, a temple is a physical anchor and container of the living presence of the infinite Holy Spirit, and this is a clear and accurate definition of your physical body. It is highly appropriate to pay worshipful tribute to the glorious temple of your body and the eternal all that lives within it through careful and loving adornment. Caring about our appearance may be considered superficial and frivolous. Mainstream commercial culture regularly attempts to exploit our insecurities to negatively inspire us to buy products such as cosmetics and clothes. It's time to place your attention on a far superior paradigm. The truth is, caring for and adorning your body is a sacred art. Getting dressed can be a conscious ritual that attunes you to the goddess energies alive in the world and in yourself. Decorate and beautify yourself from a place of profound power and radiant respect. When you live from this perspective, a new level of empowerment will be born within you and in the world at large. Not only will you fortify your self-image and self-worth, but you will also improve the self-esteem and self-reverence of your entire human family, now and for generations to come. Sacred adornment requires you to connect with yourself to discover your authentic self and self-care habits. Go beyond mass conditioning and fear-based programming to identify the colors, patterns, scents, accessories, and practices that feel like you and that help you elevate your everyday consciousness to the realm of the sublime. Own this wisdom now by consciously and intentionally adorning yourself. To do so, state the following affirmations as you place the corresponding accessory or anoint the appropriate area with your favorite skin-friendly essential oil or perfume oil. Anoint the center of your forehead, just above the center point of your eyebrows, with oil as you state, I am wise. Place earrings in your ears, or anoint your earlobes with oil as you state, I am aware. Accessorize with a bracelet or ring, or anoint your palms and wrists with oil as you state, I am connected. Adorn your throat with a short necklace, or anoint your throat with oil as you state, I am confident, I communicate clearly. Place a long necklace around your body, or anoint your heart with oil as you state, I am loved, I am love. Fasten a belly chain or belt around your waist, or anoint your navel with oil as you state, I am whole. Don an anklet or toe ring, or anoint the soles of your feet with oil as you state, I am grounded in the nourishing power of Mother Earth. Finish by taking some deep breaths. Notice the buoyant, vital feeling of consecrated energy pulsating through your body temple. Your body is the most precious, high, and holy sanctuary of the one sacred consciousness. If you were to live truly from this knowing, how would you adorn yourself? Do this every day, not only on special occasions. I believe that many people who chose this card struggle with body image issues. And what Spirit wants you to know is that you should really learn to love your body. No matter how much other people say that they appreciate you and your body and how you look and think you look great, what matters most is that you feel confident in your own skin, or at least body neutral. But with this card, it's saying even more than that, to celebrate your body, all that it does for you, and that your body is your own, that your soul or your spirit inhabits or is located within your body, if you believe in that. But your body is a vessel, and it talks about that clearly in the guidebook. So do things, well, here's the thing, you can do certain things to appreciate your body more, but I think a lot of it is more so mental. So anything from society that you've been told that makes you feel ashamed of your body, from family, from friends, from anybody, from yourself, it's good to work on releasing those negative connotations and instead appreciating the different parts of your body. And I'm not saying you have to have toxic positivity here, where you're like, oh my god, all of these things about myself I love, even the things that make me so insecure. It's okay to not absolutely love every single part of your body, but at least learn to have appreciation for your body, and at least find something in your body that you appreciate or you like, even if it's something as simple as my heart. I love my heart because it's kind. But even like physically, it's like I love my lungs because they help me breathe and pump air throughout my body. My veins help with blood circulation. Like, even if it has to be down to that level, at least to start, I think that's just fine. And it makes you realize how beautiful and amazing the human body really is. So I would say to focus on those parts. This card is similar in a way actually to card 2B, which is clear the vessel, and that talks about self-care and such. But for you, I think it's more so because both you and card 2B, I mean, if you want to listen to 2B as well, you can, but 2B focuses on self-care and focusing on also self-esteem issues as well. I believe I talked about in that. But for you, I think there's a lot more that has to do with the physicality of things. But of course, to help yourself with any issues you have about the physical realm or your physical body, a lot of that is mental. So I would focus on that. If you pulled this card and you're wondering about what you can, how do I state this? If you're wondering how you can like attract a mate, then this indicates maybe switching up your wardrobe or wearing things that make you feel confident, not wearing boring colors, wearing things that are more vibrant, things that, again, you feel happy in and you feel confident in, and that will radiate outward. If you're wondering how to gain more confidence even without like trying to attract somebody into your life, clothing is one way to do that, other than just having more of an appreciation for your body. Outside of that, wearing perfumes. Even if you are a male or you are a non-binary person, it is still okay to, wear cologne or dress up nicely. Do things that, put on makeup, style your hair a certain way, spend some more money than usual on a certain kind of shampoo. Whatever it is, this card is indicating tapping into that and taking care of your body and actually like looking at your body as you're taking care of it or acknowledging it and feeling inside your body. That will help you to gain more confidence as long as you're coming from a place of love. So those are my recommendations coming from a place of love. Self-care focused on the physicality of things and just learning to love your body and all that you are, even without the input of other people. But let's see, is there anything else? I feel that I'm trying to think if there's anything outside of like the body and the physicality from this card that I could add, but nothing else is coming to me. This card can also indicate treating your body better through eating healthier. I mentioned that in card 2B as well. So if you need to eat healthier, that's fine. But also for those of you who are restrictive, it's not a good idea to be restrictive with yourself. Like people can, there are people who exercise, work out. Don't over-exercise. Remember that your body's a temple, you're not a robot. So also make sure that even if some of you may need to eat healthier and some of you may need to be more lenient on yourself, and maybe some of you are too restrictive on yourself. So examine your eating habits and examine your exercise routine. You could be doing too much. You could not be moving much around at all. But examine that and make sure you're not shaming yourself. And again, there's a lot of I feel societal pressure placed upon you through this card, I'm feeling. So just examine that. If you are a woman or you're female presenting or feminine presenting or a transgender woman, I would say some of you, I just had what I was going to say. This is important. Some of you, here, let me think. Okay, yes, I remember what I was going to say. So for those of you who fall into the categories that I just stated, people in your life or society may be very misogynistic towards you or make you feel like you have to live your life in a certain way to adhere to these certain standards. And just remember that femininity looks different for everybody. Being a woman looks different and it feels different. It is different for every single person. It is absolutely not going to be the same. And beauty standards are always changing. And Spirit wants you to remember that. So don't try to fall into a specific category and look a certain way, act a certain way, just because it makes people feel more comfortable with what is stereotypical of a woman or femininity. Okay? That is something that I think they really wanted me to state. But now that I've said all that, I feel those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and listening, 3C. Take care. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, as it really helps my channel out a lot. You can follow me on my socials listed here on the screen, and you can also check out my website, brittneysholistichealing.com, which is also listed below. Through my website, I offer Reiki, astrology, tarot, and other services. Thank you, and blessed be.